where we got a lot of books we can stack up and make it taller.
Yeah, I can see you the whole way.
Bad money.
So, I'm Jacob Olson. I'm the host of 307 Roundtable Podcast. And I got Nate Williams here with me. Go ahead and introduce yourself real quick.
All right, Nate Williams on Facebook.
On Facebook?
That's not my real last name, but
Oh, okay.
yeah, I used to have. I used Nathan Williams because I used to run from the police a lot, and I didn't want to look up my name.
Okay.
So yeah, it's Nathan Williams on Facebook. Will it be for real?
Nate Williams.
Nathan Willoughby. Yes, sir.
Okay.
And I'm a tattoo at a Mama Tried Tattoo and Piercings over 413 5th Street.
413 5th. Shout out to Nate Williams. Nate Willoughby with his tattoo shop.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
So if you know where, Fiesta Guadalajara is, it's right there in that little, Jacob Jessen has his own little car shop right there at the corner, and then 2 buildings back, you have Nate in his tattoo shop.
Yes, sir.
What's your type of tattoos and what inspired you? So let's go try to go 5 years back. I know you said 3, but...
Yeah, okay, so if I went 5 years back, it was before I was incarcerated. I remember my mom passed away in 2017, and I took over her job working at the Greyhound station. And I was sitting there drawing pictures one day, and then one of my friends, close friends, her name is Amanda, she's the partial owner of Euphoric Tattoo Parlor over here on Foothill by the mall. And she came in and seen me trying to draw these pictures, man, and they were terrible. Absolute garbage.
You're doing stick figures while they're drawing out dragons.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Trash. And she goes, hey, if you keep doing this, then maybe I can get you an apprenticeship.
Sure.
And I was like, oh, that'd be amazing, you know. Well, time passes, I get incarcerated. I'm like, man, I just kept drawing. I was like, I'm not gonna be able to do this. I can't draw for shit from what I remember. I just learned from everybody incarcerated, and stuff got better. That's what started it. And then,
what would you say your best piece was on paper that you drew out incarcerated?
my daughter's portrait.
Was it pretty spitting image? Was it pretty perfect? I think I seen
For that level of timing, he was pretty good, yeah. Like, I look back on it now, and I'm like, what the fuck was I doing now? But...
So when you very first started with tattooing, I remember you tattooed me up, and then you got me again.
Yep, I remember that. Making me match letters.
So I try to keep you invested in like local artists that
Absolutely.
I appreciate, and you're a humble dude. Everyone knows that about Nate.
Working on it every day.
Humble dude. Hey, you wake up every morning, this dude's got a Bible chapter for you. Nate Willoughby's Bible. He says, "Everybody have a great day. I hope everyone's doing well."
Absolutely.
Always checks up on everybody. He's a good dude.
Positivity, man. Everything you put in the world comes back tenfold, in my opinion. I believe in the laws of attraction.
For sure. Yin yang, the
Absolutely.
karma, whatever you want to call it.
Absolutely.
For sure.
It's the universe, baby.
I remember I mentioned that I wanted to get like something connecting those 3 tattoos, and you're like, why don't you just get rosary beads? And we chopped it up about some stuff because of that. But that was like a really cool idea. So you've come a long way when it comes to like being a tattoo artist. You went from an apprentice to just doing your own thing. You opened up a shop by yourself, right? And then you had somebody else come in with you, or?
Yes. So when I started my apprenticeship, it wasn't. I'm not gonna say bad things about anybody, man. I have no bad blood with anybody. But
can't, right?
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
It just takes too much.
It takes too much energy.
Gray hairs come back.
Yeah, absolutely. What I'll say is, I ended up working with a gentleman, and me and him were cool in the beginning. Dude's a good person. Some people just don't work together very well.
That's 100%. Hey,
You know what I mean?
You know, I hate to admit it, but as the host of the show, I won't even number it because I don't want to be seen in a certain light. But I've learned a lot of crafts. We'll just say that, a lot of crafts.
Absolutely. You learn a lot when you do your own thing, you know?
Yeah, and I mean, I've been in Independence Day too as an extra, like doing some crazy cool stuff. But I never got to experience becoming a good artist, good tattoo artist.
Like, you want to?
I mean, I've thought about it a lot, though.
Draw.
I'm like Kanye West, bro. I have 500 different things going on in my mind at once. If I add one more, dude, I might just tip.
It might be the thing that breaks you, huh?
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Hey, man, that's how my life runs, I feel like sometimes, though.
Like, I'm trying to perfect my physical self, my emotional and spiritual self, and then I want to like venture out and perfect myself in other avenues. You know what I mean? Like different hobbies, different
Absolutely.
talents, just grow in them. Like I learned how to play a little bit of guitar like 3
Yeah.
years ago, and I wanted to keep doing that, but something happened. I moved back home to Rock Springs from California. I left my Ibanez down there, and I had the dude sell it so I could get my clothes back in boxes and stuff. And,
I just stayed in
you
California.
know, Cali's pretty great.
Oh, man, that's the best place to do anything,
Hey man,
especially the women.
if I wanted to be a tattoo artist out there, I could have had an apprenticeship like that.
Oh, yeah,
You
dude,
know?
it's oversaturated. There's so
Oh,
many
for
people
sure.
out there that do it, you know?
Remember when I was like 13, I drew a lizard on a branch, and it was like the greatest thing ever. It was realism at its
Okay.
finest, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And I was inspired to do tattoos back then too. You know, those tattoo shows were coming out and all that.
Oh, like Ink Master and
Yeah.
Black Ink Crew and all that
The
stuff?
second show, it has this dude who gets tattooed in his head. You ever seen that episode?
Tattoos in his head?
Tattoo on his head, and he only gets like halfway through because he
It taps out.
taps out. He has
I'm not
to
gonna
have a
lie, man.
medico.
I got my whole head right here done, and I have this side done.
Right. I see
Shout
it.
out to Yancey for this side. Still
Yancey.
love it, yeah.
That's, he did the nautical, I believe.
Okay.
Or he did some. Oh, he was supposed to do the cover up on my Leo Zodiac sign. I
Hey,
think
dude,
he might
Yancey's
have
a
done
beast,
it.
man. He's a really good friend of mine.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Yancey. There's a lot of great artists here in Rock Springs, and about Hopper Islis. That's my dude. That's you said that's your dude. As
Yeah,
well.
man. I actually, I know his brother really well. We met years ago, me and him. Me and Hopper did.
See, that Adrian's the one that did my start.
Yeah, Adrian. I just talked to Adrian probably about 2 days ago, man. That's one of my
Hopper's the
good
one that did
buddies.
the One Love. Remember that? I told
Okay.
you about that.
Okay.
So it's a small world. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
no.
a-
I just talked to Hopper. He's coming down for a guest spot in October. So I'm trying to get a date set up for that, and he's going to be taking over a chair for a little bit.
Hell yeah.
So that'd be
And
really
you
good.
have any Inkfest type stuff coming up?
Oh man, due to the person I used to work with, I'm not allowed to go to Inkfest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I tried asking him if I can go. He said he was booked out, but then a little birdie that was going decided to call afterwards and get a spot, and he gave it right to him. So I kind of figured it was personal.
It'd be nice if you knew somebody at like a big show venue in LA, so you could get your spot and just
Honestly,
weasel your way in.
I have
you know?
I have a lot of like friends that are acquaintances, I guess. Not all of them are just friends. Some of them are though. That do travel and hit the gauntlet in a sense, you know. And I could
You
do
know
that.
Bo Egbert?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a homie that traveled with bands and whatnot. He does
Absolutely.
tattoos.
Absolutely.
Pretty
Yeah,
cool shit.
that's actually one of my goals in the next 5 years that we were talking about. After I get off, I got 2 more years of probation, so I can't even leave the state. Yeah, that's going on camera.
I'm going on tour.
So,
I'll be
no,
on the
no, no.
top left of the square
So
this day.
what's going on is
Yeah. That sucks, man.
after I get out of here, I got denied early release. So after I get off parole, probation, whatever you want to call it, I'm heading out towards the East Coast for about 2 years, and then
Gonna go hit Jersey?
it's gonna be a little further west than that, but yeah,
Maine.
close, yeah. I'm
Maryland.
not gonna bring up where, man, because I got a crazy ex that might watch this, and I don't want her trying to chase my ass out there, or 2 of them.
You're going to Africa.
Yeah, I'm going to Africa. I'm going to a place that people don't even think about. But I've been talking to a dude out there, man. This guy, I'm not even gonna lie, I got a lot of good homies and amazing artists out here that are my friends,
Yeah.
and he blows a lot of them out of the water.
Yeah.
No offense to any of them, bro. Like,
No, you know what?
everyone's craft's different, you know.
Some people have, and I could say this because I'm not a tattoo artist. Some people have a niche, man, and they
Yes.
go at it like no other, and they perfect it so fast and
Absolutely.
so beautifully too, because they put all their time into it. and
Absolutely.
their minds might not be so messed up from all the drugs, or there's a lot of people that have done a lot of drugs that are just fantastic.
That's
artists
why
as
they're
well.
so they got their niches. They did a lot of drugs.
Right? They're like, I've done 15 tabs of acid today. Let's do 15 hours on your back, bro. And it just, you know.
Comes out beautiful.
It went too, you know what I mean?
There's a famous artist, man, named Guy Atchison, and you have to like rent out a cabin with him. Like when you book out your time with him, it's in a cabin, his cabin.
Okay.
Then he takes you out there, and him and his wife like feed you and like take care of you while they tattoo you for a weekend.
You know Sal? Soul.
Sal or Saul? There's two of them.
Saul.
Saul, the one over there on GTT? Are you talking about
Salt
Sal out
Lake.
of Salt Lake? That's the homie Sal Martinez?
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude's came a long way.
He's good, huh?
Yeah, that dude's a beast. I
He's
remember
like,
when he
he
first started.
says, I'm not even gonna post my stuff on Snapchat anymore. People be stealing my ideas.
Yeah, bro. I remember. Rest in peace to Isaac Luck. That homie just passed away. That was
Right.
actually one of his mentors that taught him the game like that.
Good, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I wanna get you on the topic of portraits. You said you were gonna start portraits.
I
you
love
owe me a
drawing them.
portrait?
I love drawing them. I promise you. That's a different ball game, man. I go to my buddy Dave and I get mine done. Shout out to Dave.
The Porto?
Nah, Fugate
Oh, okay.
over there on Foothill. He's a
Fugate.
beast. He's the one that does.
Hey,
mine.
bro, I've seen some of his work. Bro. Hey,
Monster.
absolute savage.
That's what happens though. He's been in the game for like 15, 16 plus years, man. You know, that's
I'd
what
love
happens.
to get him on my show.
Oh, dude, he's a beast.
Yeah.
He's a busier man than me though, so.
Good luck, huh?
You might just have to go in there and do it on a recording.
There's a couple people I want on here, like the dude that sells the shrooms.
There's a guy that sells shrooms out here?
Yeah, but it's legal. It's BA Holistics.
There's a guy that sells fucking shrooms here? We curse on
Yeah,
this
like
stuff?
lion's mane and stuff like that. So stuff you can eat with dinner and it tastes dank and it's good for your body and your system. And
Is it like microdosing?
And he makes it in a shed in Rock Springs, I believe.
You don't say that too loud.
But it's not. No, it's not illegal. It's not psychedelic.
What?
It's healthy stuff.
I'm gonna have to check this out. We'll have to talk more about that. Okay.
BA Holistics.
I'm gonna look it up, but I'll have to
Yeah.
wait.
Anyways, no, I want to get him on my show. David Fugate's one of the top. I want to get on the show too.
Yeah, no, dude, Dave's, in my opinion, one of the best artists in this town.
No
Like,
offense either, huh? It's a competitive game out there, but I would definitely trust him to do
I trust him to do anything.
anything.
Anything. Absolutely.
Realism,
Absolutely. Color, realism, is the
color,
craziest thing.
shading. Yeah.
Like, I like black and gray. That's what I like. I like the different tones and stuff like that. This guy done all my black and gray portraits.
What's the most needles you've used on someone?
Me?
The most at one time? 32?
Nah, man. I ain't doing no back pieces like that right now.
Like how 15 hours, 8 hours?
Oh, longest time wise?
Well, needles too. I want to know that. But I
No,
want
the
to know.
biggest needle I've probably used, man, was probably like, I don't even know, man. I don't like really going bigger than a 15 or a 21.
Good. Still hurts.
Oh, they all hurt.
Tattoos hurt.
Oh, yeah. That's what Yalti told me when I started getting tattoos. He goes, all tattoos hurt. Some just hurt more than others.
Yeah, they do.
And I was like, man, you're not wrong. And then it just kind of started from there, man.
So, give us a story about the past, and then, like, the past, most recent, like, year of tattooing for you, and then let us know, like, what your next 5-year
Okay.
plan is, essentially.
Within the last year, I've actually been opening my own shop for almost a whole year now. So,
Shout out to that.
yeah.
Hey, my boy Nate's making big moves. He's mastered the art of law of attraction.
Absolutely, man. Now I got to work on the physical part to get my health right.
Hey, I'm your personal trainer, bro. Hit me up whenever you want to get serious.
I know, right? Oh man, I always want to be serious, but I'm also really serious about my ribeyes. You know what I mean?
You can do both.
I know that's right. But
Hey, bro, I'm telling you, come to the gym at 7:15 every morning, bro. I'll be there.
oh, that's
You work out with me and my boy.
early. But yeah, you're right. I might just start
Life,
helping out.
life happens, bro. Hey, I don't want to cherish the lost homies. I don't want to lose you to no stupid shit either. You know what I'm saying?
I completely agree with that. So the last year, man, I was working for that gentleman, and then I ended up having a falling out, and I already had places and shit to do, or things to do, so I ended up opening my own shop within a week of actually moving out of that other shop. I was set up, rocking and rolling, had my
I
health
follow you.
department.
You ain't got to tell me. I'm like a news reporter already.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Even
like
though
you
this is
already
my
know.
new gig, I've been
And
following you.
I've been running it since. So like all I do now is work. I got like a benefit coming up from my boy Trevon. Rest in peace, man. Shit's rough.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, man. That's a tough situation. We're doing a benefit for his family, so
When is that going to be? Where's that
The
at?
22nd. It starts at noon and it ends at 8 p.m. is when we start turning people away.
What's the day today? The date?
Oh, today's date. I know it's on a
18th?
Thursday. It's 19th.
19th?
Yeah.
So, a couple days from now, there's...
Yep, $40 for 2x2 inch outdoory tattoos like campsites and fishing, and it's just stuff that like represented him, you know what I mean? And all the proceeds are gonna go to the family.
Say your address one more time for those listening.
413 5th Street, Rock Springs, Wyoming.
I'll try to cut out a snippet of that and send it to you so you can get that advertised on your page.
Okay, most definitely. I'll shout you out on there all day.
Okay. So for you who just started listening in, because I'm going to try to put a bookmark right here where he just shouted out Trayvon, or started at, he's...
Shouted out the homie, man.
At the homie and his family. I mean, they need this more than anything.
Yeah, man, it's the least we can do.
Unfortunate circumstances happen, and then it's $40 for a smaller tattoo. I've always paid him $60, so that's a good deal. Just don't forget to tip.
Always, and that's also going to go to family. You know what I mean? We're literally
Right.
trying to get everything we can to the family as much as possible.
Right.
You know what I mean? But other than that, then I'm going to be doing a Flash Friday type of tattoo day in October for Halloween. You always got to have a Halloween flash. You know?
You're like, I'm gonna give you a little pin up for $20. Boy,
You know what I mean? You have to. So I'm doing that, but for the next 5 years, I got 2 years left here, and then I'm out of here, and then I'm gonna be going out to the East Coast area for 2 years, and
You're gonna
then
head
I'll
back.
even give you a 6-year plan, because everything's going by twos right now.
You do 2 years, huh?
Yeah, so
I'm
I
usually
got,
3 months, 6 months, or 9
Really?
months. Yeah.
no, I got 2 years left, 2 years out there, and then I'm 2 years on the road before I settle down somewhere.
You're not coming back.
Never. This place is nothing for me.
But the homies, you gotta stay in contact with the homies for sure.
That's how I look at it. I got respect for a lot of people, man, and I got a lot of love for a lot of people. If people choose to stay here and not progress, that's on them, not on me. I'm not coming back because you're going to be in the same spot, and I'm not. No offense to you, it's not saying you are.
I'm not saying
But that's
a damn
real.
word. I've been
But that's
lived in
real.
17 states, bro.
But you know what I mean? That's
think
real.
Don't understand.
You know what I mean? Like, people don't
I
get
have a
it.
child. He's 3 years old. I have duties and responsibilities.
Oh, man. But you know, see, and that's a personal one right there, but I get it. I got kids too, man.
You do. Hey,
But
man.
nothing can ever stop you from
So if you want
following
to
your
get
dream.
deep into that topic, this is the point of the podcast, so that we can be real with each other, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Personally, I'd love to go down to California, spend another 2 years down there, just bathing
Do
in
it.
the sun, making music,
Do it.
you know, but my heart hurts so bad when I'm away from my son for longer than 3 months. Oh my God, I could have a heart attack.
But you guys could totally work something out to the point where you guys can share custody on that level.
Sure, I get him every 2 weeks, Friday through Sunday.
You know what I mean? But if it was a court order, you guys can make that work, because there's no reason for people like I see all these women that are stuck here because of men, and men here stuck
She
here
has a
because
case
of women.
opened up against, not me, but something that had occurred while he was in my custody.
Okay.
And so she won't allow him to leave the state ever.
She can't allow that if you go back to court and get it taken care of.
That's what she has a case opened up. So that if I tried to open a case up against her, she could use that against me, so to speak, even though whatever had occurred had nothing to do with me personally.
Okay.
He was
Now-
traumatized
Okay.
by somebody,
Okay.
and it was while he was in my care.
Well, I mean, that case might
So-
be against you, but I don't know, man. I believe that everything happens, and you can't hold that against everybody.
That's why I gotta build a case up before I can actually, you know, and I know she'll probably watch this, which is fine.
Don't even
I'm
build
not
cases,
going
just go to court.
against her on anything. I just want a civil co-parent. We're gonna do distribution of passing back and forth at this time at this place.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know that, but moving, man, it's expensive. So if I had my niche and I knew what
Okay.
I was doing and I had money set to the side, a place to go, yada yada yada, the list goes on. Sure, man, but 3 months, 4 months is what it would usually probably be. Seeing out, you know, I mean, it's an expensive world right now. So going down to California, if I'm driving back every 2 weekends to go see my son for 3 days, I gotta keep a place down here. I gotta spend $400 on gas. Something different, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's,
I guess, man. It definitely changed with your situation. You're right on that. I don't know, man. I have like a mentality that I can't let nothing ever stop me.
I do as well. I wish the Lord would have given me such a more dim of a.
Don't even say that on here.
What do we want to call it? More dim of an understanding of who my child is and what my responsibility is as a father. See, so I feel like I have such a strong connection with him, and he knows me as his father, and he always will. And he wants to see me more, so I have a duty and a responsibility to take care of that. So if it's
Correct.
Like, if I'm moving away and I'm only spending 2 days every 6 months with him, he's gonna still love me, and I might be even reaching every single one of the goals that I have in my life, but I'm putting my family on the back burner, and it's not fair to him to do that. And if there was a situation where I had the finances and like a nanny, something, so that when I go do tour with somebody or something, that would be possible. But the things that I want to do, the things that I want to accomplish with the people I want to accomplish them with, it would take a whole lot of bread.
That's out there. We just got to get it.
We just got to get it. You know what I mean?
Just got to get it.
And this podcast, man, this could, if we get 1,200 views on every single one of these videos, if I get 50 videos with 1,200 views, that's good enough. Because once I hit 2,000, I start making like 0.05 cents per thousand or something.
Okay.
It's not a lot of money. It might not be even that much, but you start making money after a while.
Right, absolutely.
And it's not about the money, but
you have vlogging, blogging, and then you know what I mean, like all of it. Like you just need to run it. Go through the gauntlet. You got TikTok, YouTube, Instagram.
Yeah, I do have to put some of these snippets on TikTok as well. Like TikTok, go through my videos and just take like 15, 30-second snippets and put it on TikTok, link it over to my Facebook, link it over to my YouTube.
Like Instagram is my Bible, man. I swear, I go through Instagram.
You on Instagram?
I'm on Instagram all the time.
Hey bro, I gotta create a new Instagram. Shout out, don't check out my Instagram. It's all private.
Shout out, don't check out my Instagram.
It's all private, but
there we are watering trees instead of grass. That's alright. That's so pretty. This is a good spot. I really enjoy this.
Rock Springs is a good little place, man.
For families, man, this is like my homegirl. She has a multitude of children, I will say. And
good old number of them. Huh?
Yeah, that's what I'll say, multitude. You know, I'm not going to bring up names and numbers here. But,
hey, we're good at keeping politics to ourselves.
Yeah.
Just mind your business.
You know what I mean? And I will say that I've never met a community that is so involved with children like I have in Rock Springs.
Green River, too.
Yeah, well, just in Sweetwater County in general, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, maybe it's like that in all of Wyoming.
Sheridan, bro, they have a program to where if you're in sports, the rich people pay for your shit.
Shut up.
The poor, pretty much, yeah.
Dude, like I was just talking to my homegirl about Christmases and stuff like that, you know, because I got a lot of love for her and her family, so I'm going to probably end up spending Christmas over there with them.
Okay.
And I was like, you know, let me know about help, because I'm going to do what I do anyway for people I'm around.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, how'd everything go last year with that? And she was like, man, my whole living room was piled up because of this community. And I was in shock, man. I was like, wow. I was like, that's amazing just to even hear that. Just to hear that that's a thing.
See, that's what I'm trying to build too. That's another thing I'm trying to build is a bigger community for this podcast, so that it's not just about the podcast, it's about building the community together.
Absolutely.
Letting people understand who other people are and having them link up and have, if they have the same likes and interests, man, you can.
Would you see that they just did that color run like 3 days ago, right?
Color run?
Yeah, that was pretty cool. It was like a 5K marathon thing.
That's cool, yeah. That's cool.
They had all the kids running around in white t-shirts, throwing dry chalk on them.
I think one of the greatest ideas that's ever been placed in this town is wrapped up.
You know what, man? Yep, absolutely. That's Navarre and them's gig, right?
Yeah, and it's
Shout
so
out to Navarre.
beautiful, bro. It's such a beautiful event, dude.
I think it's amazing. Absolutely.
Man, that's like that stuff I used to do in LA. When I was in LA, we'd give away, I think it was either 500 or 5,000 bikes to kids every year. And I would help with that. I helped with that 1 year when I was in rehab.
Okay.
Handed out 500 bikes to these kids, and one of the dudes was a baseball player for the Dodgers, and he was helping us, and our pastor was helping us. It was a really cool thing, and we have something just like that here in our backyard. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. This community is amazing, man.
It's great, yeah, for sure.
I tattoo a lot of the fire department and the police department from Rock Springs to Green River.
Do you?
Absolutely. It's kind of weird going from a felon to that, you know, like I'm going to detectives' houses to have dinner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do I trust it?
No, to be trusted.
Oh, to be trusted. I was like, do I trust it? Absolutely not.
Get me the fuck out of here.
You know what I mean?
No, that.
One of my buddy's family members walks up to me one day, and that's who that's one of my good buddies, man. Didn't even know about the family, you know. He offered me to come over for dinner, so I said, "Yeah, bro, we'll come over and eat." He's like, "Oh, come eat with my family." I said, "Cool." As soon as I get to the house, man, he walks up to the window. He goes, "So how does it feel being at a detective's house?" I said, "Oh my god." And I didn't know how to handle that, you know what I mean?
How do you answer something like that?
You just roll with the punches, man. You
Like,
know?
well, it's a good thing I don't smoke any drugs anymore.
Yeah, I don't drink or do drugs. Never had a criminal record. No, honestly, man, I tattoo most of them, and they're just people. Like I grew
People
up,
are people.
Yeah, I grew up my whole life like, man, fuck the police and all this other stuff. And honestly, man, like I still feel that a lot about certain issues and certain things that are happening in the world.
About the certain personalities that are placed within that.
Man, there's certain things that shit belongs to though. Like, there's some stuff that fuck the police is a very accurate statement. You know what I mean?
When you go to the hood and you almost get shot at every day. So
But look at Black Lives Matter movement, man.
Bro, and I was gonna talk to you about that. That was a discussion I do have, and I'm glad we're already on this topic because you probably already thought about it. But yeah, Black Lives Matter and Blue Lives Matter. They both matter to me.
They
That's
both,
my
so
opinion.
they both matter to me. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm not saying that like they both matter to me. I don't want to hear none of this all lives matter bullshit. Like that's not the problem. You know what I mean?
They both matter to me is what I say.
Yeah,
Not all lives.
no. Like I'm just saying in general. Like when people say Black Lives Matter, they're like all lives matter. Like no.
So let's get stereotypical and just be like, okay, yes, no, white lives obviously don't matter because we just slaughter races.
It's not even for that, bro.
You
Like
know
the
what I
point of
mean.
Black Lives Matter wasn't even for that. Like when
No,
they tried saying
but
all lives
people
matter.
get all offended about making it about them when the whole thing was, even if it was set up by George Soros or not, it was a movement because somebody got killed for the wrong reasons.
Absolutely.
And it's been a problem and an issue that's been going on since I was a little kid, since before I was a little kid, since before my mom was a little kid. It's been an issue.
Well, people want to sit there and get into racism, and they say that this happened hundreds of years ago, but people don't understand. If Martin Luther King wasn't assassinated, he'd only be in his 80s right now. Like, that's not hundreds of years ago. You know what I mean? Those pictures where you see that man walking around holding arms with people wasn't 100 years ago.
And if you think about this, the government's never going to give us some sort of political avenue to do something like that ever.
Never.
That's something
Never.
that's something that the government will never have any part of. So we would have to do that ourselves. We, the people of the United States of America, would have
This is
to
how I look at it, man. Do all lives matter?
campaign.
Yes, but black ones are the ones that are in trouble. And that's the ones that may matter right now. Point
That
blank, period.
movement is the biggest movement since I've been alive, I believe.
And one of them, shit, absolutely. Absolutely.
So you have the posters with the fist.
Okay.
The one for, what's his name? That got murdered? Floyd? Mayweather? Floyd?
Dude, you're picking one out of how many?
Sure, but you have the fist, right? And the fist
Yeah.
is on every flag in every country now. Like for
Really?
police brutality.
I didn't even know that.
And then the mask. The mask too, man. When you go to Denver, there's a portrait of every flag on a mask on a face.
Oh yeah, I've seen that at the airport.
Yeah, and they built that, and it's called the New World Airport.
But here's something funny. That painting was there a long, long time ago.
Right.
Like a long time ago.
Right.
I
It's
read
an
something. Yeah, I remember something
old
about that. I remember I read that painting was like
yeah.
years ago.
Nothing
Before all
to do.
that.
Nothing to do with COVID before that.
Yeah, it's just crazy. It's kind of like The Simpsons.
Do you remember being a little kid and seeing, and this is not racist, I do have opinions that I don't really know if they're true or not, but do you remember ever seeing walking around with masks when you were a kid?
No.
I remember seeing a few Asian people wearing masks. I can't say Chinese because I don't know if they're from China or
Right.
wherever.
I don't know, man. Where I was
But I've
growing up,
seen
everyone
it.
was just there.
California, when I was there in 2018, they started wearing masks heavily.
Oh, what? 2018? What the hell happened in 2018?
COVID.
No, 2018.
Started
2020.
2020, but COVID. Sorry, excuse me. No, you had
It's like all edit that out.
H1N1 or S1.
Something like swine flu?
SARS came out back then, right?
I remember
And that
swine
is
flu was a
COVID,
thing.
right? And then swine flu was out, and then before that it was asbestos and stuff like that. And
We always got something going on.
Y2K.
You remember in 2011 when the world was supposed to end?
Yeah, that was crazy stuff.
I remember when I was living in the city, man, we used to have all these people driving around in old minivans. And they'd have it all written on their biblical statures and everything else.
What do you think
on
about
windows.
Biden being our president?
Oh, man. No president.
What president?
What president?
This is a free country now, huh? They could just come in and snatch it if they wanted to. If they wanted.
I don't know, man. I think it doesn't matter who the fuck we have as president. We're fucked.
Okay, so we got about 2 minutes left. I asked everybody so far this question. What do you think about Ariel being a colored mermaid?
I'm with it, bro. Run it.
Why not?
No, like I like
What
it.
is it?
Like, it's
What
okay.
matters, huh?
Like it doesn't matter. I don't give a shit what color you are. I don't care what color any
If
of
you're
these
white,
people are.
black, yellow,
Yeah, like you're
brown,
basing it off
if
of a
you're
cartoon
gay,
being
straight,
Caucasian. That's what people
tan.
are doing it for, you know? Like, why does it matter?
They're doing it for clout, but it's still a beautiful picture.
Absolutely. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a little girl, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. JoJo Siwa got.
That's like someone
canceled
getting mad
because she
that
was
Dora the
gay.
Explorer is Mexican.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, get out of here with that, man.
If you made Dora the Explorer black, though, would you get mad?
I would ask, like, where are they going? You know
What's
what I
the
mean?
point?
They'd have to change the songs.
So people's discussion on as to why they don't like Ariel being black is because when you're in those depths of water, you're not gonna have any pigmentation.
I
on your
hate
skin.
you so much.
Hey, so.
Oh my God.
So we have to go back to the fact that people are always gonna have a reason to say what they want to say, but
Why are they gonna?
the
They make
truth
you
is,
racist.
You just spread love. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah, no. Spread love and positivity. That's all that matters.
Well, that's it for today. Thank you for watching 307 Roundtable. I'm your host, Jacob Olson.
Nate Williams, be for real.
All right, have a good one.